Hello guys, welcome back to CRD. In the previous video, we have learned making the methods for our clock app, and in this video, we are going to learn how can we add the custom themes in our PyQt application. So let's start and see how can we do this. For that, I have used here one empty Python file, and under this file I will make a list of theme names. Okay, and under this list I will pass multiple names of the themes, and my first theme will be default, okay, which is right now in our application. Next, suppose I want the name as maroon. I can name here anything, and according to that theme name I will design the theme. So let me make purple, let me make another one like blue, like green, like dark, and suppose light. So suppose these are our themes, okay, sorry, here it will be like this. So suppose this is our current theme, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I have 7 themes names here. Now let me make one more dictionary here, and I'll name it as all themes, okay, and this dictionary will save the theme names and the theme according to this name. So by default it is empty, and now what I will do, I will first open my UI file which was in our first video. In our first video we had designed this application, right? So what I will do here, I will just right click on the widget and go to change the style sheet, and you will see that the default style sheet is created here, right? So what I will do, I will just select all and copy it, and I will open my this Python file, and under this, first of all, let me make one variable, and variable name will be all themes, and here I will pass, let me sort out these themes names. This theme name variable, let me sort out as tn means theme name, okay. So now I can use tn as themes names. So what I will do, I will pass here tn 0, that means what, default, okay. I can pass here default. You can also directly pass here default, maroon, purple, etc., but like using of programming I'm doing here, so that when user will change only here, then it will change all the things, right? So I'm making like this. So let's make it, and I'll use here triple quotes opening and triple quotes closing, and under this I'll just paste our code here, okay. So this is our default code which is made under all themes tn0, that means all themes default. So default theme will be this, okay. And now I can copy this whole thing and paste down below, or we can also only copy this one first, only this one, and I will pass here tn1, that means what, maroon, cause our theme name is maroon, so I'll have to make the theme as maroon color. So what I will do, I'll just right click again and go to change the style sheet, and under Q widget I'll just remove this background color and I will replace with any maroon colors, okay, like this one. So now let's apply. Now it's done, okay. Now you can see that some of the labels are there with the background color, so I can select the background color for our labels, and suppose this will be some more darker, right? So this is the label, and also there is one background color for LCD, so I can copy the whole thing from label so that it will match, okay. So now it's matching, and now for the buttons I have to do, So I can come into tool buttons and I can replace these two. So these are the themes now. Okay, so this is enough. If you want, you can change multiple themes here. Okay, and now let's go into the hover effects, and under hover what I will do, I can leave this. So let's okay, and now you can see this is now our new theme. Okay, so I will just come into change style set. I'll just select all and copy it and go into our Python file, and under this one I'll again use triple quotes opening and triple quotes closing, and under this I'll paste. So now this is our second theme. Okay, like this I can make multiples. Just I'll copy only this one, right? Copy this one, and here I can pass for 2. Okay, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I can pass multiple themes here, and suppose 2 is what? Purple. So I can make the purple theme. So I can come into our this, and under QVZ let's add the purple background color. And what is purple? Like this. So this will be better, right? Okay, so this is purple, and now for the labels let's make dark purple colors like this. Okay, and we can copy the same thing for our LCD, and also for our Q tool buttons. So now it is done. It is now purple theme. Okay, now let's okay, and now we can also copy it. So let's select all and let's copy it, and we can paste it. So this is here. Okay, so we are doing best now. Not making the video too larger, I'll just use up to 0 1 and 2, that means up to purple, and I will just remove this. Okay, and you can add multiples here, right? You can add multiples. So let me save it as name is suppose I'm naming it style, so it will be style.py. Okay, so I'm naming it style.py in our current folder. And now what we have to do is come into our Python code. Let's cancel it and discard all the things here. And now let me come into my clock app.py, and under this file what I will do is I will make one method here, and I will name it as change theme. Okay, and let's pass here self first, and then I will pass here button. Okay, and this button will say that which button is pressed. Okay, next button or previous button. Okay, what are our buttons? If you will see in our code that these are next button and pre button for our themes switching. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just come here, and first of all I'll check that if button is self dot next button. Okay, if button pressed is self dot next button, then I want to change the theme index. Okay, I want to change the theme index, and for that what I will make, first of all under our init application, under our init variable, I'll make one variable here. I'll name it as self dot theme index equal to 0. First of all, by default our theme index will be 0, so that it will show the default theme. And now under this I will check that if button is self dot next button, then I will just switch the I will just increase the theme index by 1. So I will just copy it out here, and I will just increase it by 1. Theme index plus is equal to 1. And if it is not next button, then which button will be it? It will be previous button. So I can use only the else statement here, because I have only two buttons, so I can use the else statement. And here what I will do, that when user will press the previous button, then I'll just decrease it by 1. Right? Now I'll have to check one more thing here, that if the theme index will be the length of our list or the last theme, then what will happen? I will have to switch up into first theme, right, the default theme. Let me show you with this example in our style sheet. Suppose first of all it is 0 index, and if I will press the next button, then it will switch to this. If I will press next button, then it will switch to this. And if I will again press the next button, then it will just go into the circle and then it will select the default, right? And same like next button will have to do for previous button. If user will come here and press the previous button, then it will switch to purple, right? So for that, what I'll have to do, I'll just check first here that if shape.theme index will be greater than is equal to length of all themes. Let's make here all themes variable. Okay, length of all themes, and we don't have to pass here all themes, cause I have made here in our style.py all themes dictionary, so I can import all themes from style.py. And for that, what I will do, I will just come here from style import all themes. Okay, and now what I will do here, that I will just check that what is the all themes length, and sorry, it will be all themes, this one, length of all themes I'll have to check. And I will say here that if our theme index will be greater than or equal to all themes, okay, length of all themes, that means in our case if it will be 2, then what I will do, I'll just use this one and I will initialize the theme index as 0. That means it will again go up to default. And I'll do the same for I will check here that if theme index will be less than 0, that means if it will minus, it will be in -1. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just use the last thing under our all themes. So I will just come here and I will say that it will be self.theme index equal to length of I will check the all themes, length of all themes -1, cause indexing starts from 0. So I will use length of all themes -1. Okay, so it will be 2, right? In our case, let me elaborate. If I am doing this if condition, then it is checking that if theme index is greater than equal to length of all themes. So length of all themes is what? 3. Okay, so it is checking, then if it is 3, then I will use the theme index as 0. That means if you are here and you are pressing next button, then it will go into default. And this elif condition is checking that if theme index is less than 0, that means if you are here and you are pressing the previous button, then theme index will be -1, and if it will be -1, then I will just use this and I will say that length of all themes -1. That means 3 minus 2 will be 3 minus 1 will be index. That means 2, and at the 2 index there is purple, so it will switch again. So good. Now we have made our logic. Now I have to apply the theme, and for that what I will do, I'll just extract the theme from our all themes dictionary. Okay, so I'll just come here and I'll use all themes, sorry, it will be all themes. Okay, and I'll just extract the list of all themes first, list of all themes. Okay, let's make the list of all themes and let's get which is at our theme index, which is at our theme index. Okay, so this is here. So what I'm doing here, that I'm just using all themes and converting our all themes into the list, and after converting into the list we will get only the keys default, maroon and purple. This will be in our list. If you will convert any dictionary into list, then only the keys will be saved. So here only keys are now saved, and it is saying that let's get the value, the key which is at this index. Okay, so if theme index is 0, that means it will extract what is under the 0 index under these themes names, but not all the themes. Okay, cause TN is assigning here values default, maroon and purple. So when I am using list all themes self.theme index, then under all themes it will say that what is at 0 index key default, then return the value of that default key. So it will return this one. Okay, so now I got this, and now I can apply this as the theme on our application. So for that I'll just come down below, and here I'll use self.set a style sheet. Okay, and I'll pass here theme. So done, we have made this, right? And now we'll have to call our change theme with our previous button and next button. So we'll go under our, we had made one method called add all functions, right? So where was it? Here. So I'll just come down below and I'll just copy the previous ones, cause we are passing our button name also, so we'll need lambda function, right? So I'll use here first of all next button, okay, and I'll pass here change theme, here change theme, and I'll pass the next button here. Okay, if you are not understanding what is happening here, so please see our previous videos under this series. So next is previous button, and I'll have to pass here also the previous button. So we have done. Okay, so now we can run this and we can see if it is working. So now let me come on our application, and here it is. Now let's see, it is working fine, right? So we have done this, guys. So I hope guys you have enjoyed this video. In the next video we'll see how can we make the package of this application, and then we'll convert this package into one executable file with using advanced tools, so that it will be converted as the tool widget and it will be installed in your program files. Okay, so we'll see these things in our next video. Till then, keep coding and keep learning. See you in next video.